Good day, my fellow frugalists. How are you? Welcome. My name is Emmy, and this is my channel, Frugal Money Saver. How is everyone? I hope, as I say to you each and every week, you are doing well. I hope you are feeling good. We're fine here, thank God, and we are doing what we're doing. Disney Cup of the Day is Aladdin this morning, having some tea with you, and just wanted to tell you a little bit about today's video. Today, we filmed the video over a couple of days. I wanted to show you a little bit of some things we're doing right now to save money. And one of the things that I did this week is I made some brown sugar oatmeal bread, because I know flour right now is a little hard to come by. So this recipe not only uses flour, but oats as well. And right now, I know my store, when we went, the shelves were stocked with oats, and that is a great economical filler. I know that yeast has become very difficult to find for those of us who bake bread. I tended to look when I went to ShopRite, Acme, the big department stores, grocery stores. I found yeast actually in a deli. I called a deli and asked if they had any yeast to sell, and they did. Think of small food stores, delis, bakeries, any places that may be willing to sell some yeast to you, because it's amazing how gracious people are during these times. So that's just a little suggestion. The worst they can say is no, sorry, we don't have any, and you wasted a couple minutes on some phone calls. So another thing we do in this video is my husband redid the top of our outdoor patio table. We have a patio set, and the table was faux slate. It would look like slate, like a gray slate, but it was, I don't even know what it was made out of, but it started to crack and curl, and we needed to do something. Patio tables are expensive, and the base of this table is metal. It's a heavy, beautiful table, but I didn't want to buy a new one because the base, the legs are fine. So Paul came up with an amazing idea, and we will show you how he redid the tabletop of our outdoor patio table for just a jaw-dropping little tiny bit amount of money. And it came out so beautiful. So we're going to take you on that little bit of a DIY journey with us as well. I just want to encourage you to, during these times now, I know a lot of us are even pulling in our belts tighter and saving money even more, trying to. But if we just encourage each other, I think we can do this together. And so I hope these two little segments bless you. They really are a lot of fun, and I hope they're encouraging. I thought an oatmeal bread would be great to try because I know flour is a little harder to get right now. So I figured let's use a recipe that calls for a little less flour, and you add oats to make it a little heartier, a little healthier, and I bet it's going to be delicious. So this is the first time I'm making this, so as usual, we're doing this together. In this right here in my mixer, I have 2 tablespoons of butter. Now to that, I'm going to hit tare on this. I love my little digital scale. It calls for 3 cups of flour, or 361 grams. I like to weigh my flour only because it's a little bit more accurate when baking bread. And being that I'm adding oats with this, I don't want the bread to be super heavy. Okay, hold on. I need 361. Ooh, we are so close. 354. 363, I'll take it. So to this 2 tablespoons of butter, I am adding my 3 cups or 361 grams of flour. I am going to add, I need 1 cup of old-fashioned oats, or 99 grams. Ooh. There we go. Oh, perfect. Okay, well, it's 100. We're 1 gram over. So we're going to add that as well. Now, what's great about this is everything gets mixed in here. 2 teaspoons of yeast, active dry yeast. Okay, you're going to put in 3 tablespoons of either brown sugar or honey. I'm going to use brown sugar. You need 1 1/4 cups warm milk. This will help activate the yeast. Make sure it's warm, not hot. And we need, now my butter, it calls for 1 1/2 teaspoons of salt, but my butter is salted, so I am just going to add a teaspoon of salt. Only because my butter is salted already. And that, my friends, is it. We are going to mix this all together with my KitchenAid for approximately 5 to 7 minutes. The dough will look sticky, but do not add more flour, whatever you do. It will dry the bread out. So I'm going to put this on mix and we'll check back in about 5 minutes. It's said to knead it for 5 to 7 minutes. So I did it for 6, figuring that's a perfect compromise. Beautiful dough, look at this. This is a grease bowl. I'm rolling it around. And I am putting it in. I'm gonna cover it with a piece of plastic wrap. And this is going to sit for about an hour. Now, it's not going to double, but it will get puffy. So that's a good tip to know. I will link this. This is a King Arthur recipe. I told you I use their recipes a lot. They make King Arthur flour, and their recipes have always been consistently good, I feel. So we're trying this. I will put this aside for an hour, let it get warm, and at room temperature, and hopefully we'll get some rise out of it. It's been an hour, and look. Make sure you save your plastic wrap because we're going to cover the loaf pan with it. We don't want to waste it. Look at this. Oh my goodness. It smells. Can you smell the yeast, Paul?
It smells great.
Butter wrapper. You know what to do. Keep those butter wrappers. We're going to grease a 9x5 pan with our butter wrapper. And then I'm also going to take this butter wrapper and I'm going to grease the plastic wrap now too, because I'm going to be covering the dough that's going to rise with this. And we just want to make sure it doesn't stick to the risen dough. There we go. And I'm just going to set this aside for a second. I am impressed with this. Okay, let's take this out of here. Oh my goodness, look at this. I love to work with dough, well, you all know that. Now, what we're going to do is I'm going to turn this over and I'm going to put it into, I would say, a 6x8 inch, which would just be about like this, roughly. Let's see, how are we looking here? Yep, 6 and 8. Beautiful. So I'm going to put this in the middle now. If you're not working on a slip mat, make sure you oil the surface you're rolling this on very, very lightly. So what I'm going to do now is kind of a weird technique. You're going to fold it like this, and you're going to fold it like this, and you're going to fold it like this. I'm going to do it again. You're going to fold it like this, you're going to fold it like this, you're going to fold it like this. You're going to fold it like this, you're going to fold it like this, you're going to fold it like that. Did you see that? And now we have a loaf, and I'm going to stretch this loaf out just a little bit. So it's almost like you're folding a letter. I folded it over, one corner, two corners. Fold it over, one corner, two corner, until you have this great little loaf. Now I want this loaf, let's see if we can get this loaf. I want this loaf about 9 inches. So I'm at 7 right now, so we're gonna pull this middle out a little. I pulled it just a little bit and we got it just about 9 inches. I'm gonna put this right in here and I'm going to cover it, whoa, with the plastic wrap we greased. And I'm just gonna roll it gently like this. Just like that, I'm gonna drape it. Now, I am gonna let this sit for another hour until it comes up over the pan about 1 inch. So we're gonna let this just rise for another hour now. So this has been rising for a little over an hour and it looks great. You can see we've got a nice rise in there. Hoping, fingers crossed, this is gonna come out. I am now gonna put it in a 350 oven for 35 to 40 minutes. But you know me, I always check it at the earliest temp and then at the earliest time, and then we'll see how it's going. This cooked for 35 minutes. It came out beautiful. Now we're gonna remember, this is gonna be a dense loaf. It's gonna be a little heavier because of the oatmeal. So I just have some melted butter here and I'm just putting that on to give this a beautiful glaze. And then we're gonna let this cool. So let's cut into this and see. Oh, nice crust. I'm doing it backwards. Oh, beautiful. Look at that crumb. Oh my goodness. This was a really frugal recipe. You used,
smells great.
Thank you. It used less flour. We used oats, which gives it a little bulk. Give this one a try. It came out beautiful. Where's the baby? Are you out in the sun, mommy's girl? Okay, had to stick some Dixie footage in. She's enjoying this beautiful weather. First thing I want to say is that I apologize for the background noise. We're filming around dinner time and it's like everybody's coming home from work right now, so you're going to hear some traffic in the background, and we do apologize, but it's so beautiful out. We're supposed to get some bad weather. We want to get this done. So here's the table. It is peeling, it is cracked, and there's nothing we can do with it. Well, until my husband came up with an amazingly cool idea.
Lo and behold,
Da, 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 da.
we found a remnant on sale
At the Christmas tree shop.
for like what, $9?
Yep, we paid, I think it was like with everything it came to $10, and it's gray. Excuse me. And what are you going to do with this?
Well, I figured there's enough here. I can cut a piece. It's vinyl, so the water's not going to bother it. I'm going to put it on the top of the table, and it's going to be our new tabletop.
Okay, I'm behind the camera, so the filming may not be as great, but okay, Paul, go ahead.
All right, I took the screws all out from the bottom, and wow, magic. Take this off. And here's the top. The top is like bolted to some sort of probably, who knows what. I don't know what it is.
I'm getting my shadow.
So obviously I need the thickness. So what I'm going to do is trace this out, unroll that mat that I bought, just trace it out and put it on top of this.
Wonderful. See, as you can see, it's a beautiful iron base on it. So we didn't want to waste it. So there we go.
Oh, I'm just going to lay the top down on top of the vinyl, and I'm going to trace out what I need and then cut it, and then that's it. Put it on.
Is this super easy or what? So what he did, here's the roll, and he just rolled it out, and now he's going to measure and cut, and then we'll see what it looks like. Dixie, Mommy! Dixie, say hey, everybody! It's Dixie Belle. Oh, I'm sorry, Paul. You're working. Okay.
Just trying to, here it is. I cut the piece. Let's see if it fits. Just gonna lay that in a tray here. Looks like it's gonna fit.
Oh, this is so easy. It's like, are you kidding me?
We're just gonna set that like that. Like that. And that's it. Now put the screws in.
There we go. Remember I was telling you that no sock goes unrepurposed in this house? What are you using the sock for today, Paul?
Well, I sprayed all the nuts and bolts with WD-40 first so that they would screw back in. Everything was kind of rusty, and this would just make it easier. So grab an old sock out of the rag drawer and use
Perfect.
that. So
Perfect.
I'm going to put the legs back on and flip the table over, and hopefully it's going to look nice.
That's
Can't wait.
Here's the finished product.
Look at that, huh?
I couldn't be happier.
That
For the
looks-
price we paid, it just pulls this whole corner area of our deck together. It just looks gorgeous.
Yeah,
For
much
$10, $10.
$10.
And
New tabletop.
frugal win. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. We had so much fun doing it. Me making the bread and helping Paul redo the table. Was the table not amazing? I am like floored by how easy and economical and just out of the box Paul was thinking. And I'm going to tell you something about that oatmeal bread too. Beyond delicious. Paul, I need you to elaborate. How did you think that bread was?
Well, let me just show you here.
Okay.
That's all that's left. And this is going to be gone in about an hour.
No. Yeah, we made it a couple days ago, and I'm telling you, I don't know what about the bread was so delicious. One of the easiest and tastiest breads that I have made with you guys. We wish you blessings. We thank you for taking this time to spend with us. Please give this a thumbs up. Please, it helps me so much on YouTube if you enjoyed this video. Leave me a comment. You know I love to hear from you. And if you're new here, please hit that subscribe button. So until our next video, we love you. We wish you blessings. Bye-bye.